Hello. I am super excited to be here today to talk about SAP's analytics strategy. My name is Kate Wright, and I run our Augmented Business Intelligence team. So that means I'm responsible for business objects, for SAP Analytics Cloud for business intelligence, and for predictive analytics. And I'm going to talk a little bit about where we're going at SAP and how we see the analytics market, because things are changing so fast. First, it's worth sort of stepping back a little bit and taking into account some of the dynamics that are happening in the market and in the way we work as a whole that really have gone into influencing our overall strategy and how we have built it together. First of all, it's worth recognizing just how much the analytics landscape is changing. And it's not really just analytics. As we look at becoming insight-driven businesses, it's the overall IT landscape that is changing. I mean, as a business objects customer, you evidently have large on-premise investments, and we expect most of them to stay on-premise for many years to come. But we also are recognizing just how much IT spending is moving to the cloud. For new applications and new projects, we see that clear trend happening with our analytics projects as well. We're seeing cost-driven companies really value the flexibility that cloud offers them. They appreciate the pace of innovation and the flexible integration that the cloud provides. I can tell you that with what we're doing in the cloud, we have seen vast innovation in the past year alone. And it's not easy to sort of drive that forward, and that is one of the things that is amazing about the cloud. I will also say that now more than ever, these kind of agility and dynamics really can benefit you and your business. Let's take a closer look at what innovation really means. The interesting thing about analytics is that it has evolved a lot in the last 20 years. And at SAP, we believe that all the different use cases have their value and have their place. Of course, we are the pioneers behind enterprise reporting, and our business object stack is bulletproof when it comes to your mission-critical workloads. But we've also seen this emergence in the industry with regards to self-service analytics. And of course, what we're now seeing is this emergence of augmented analytics, this possibility. As businesses strive to become more data-driven, analytics capabilities, and in particular, most recently, the use of augmented analytics is set to become the key competitive differentiator across every industry. Because of the rapid development we're seeing in AI and in ML, it's starting to become evolved right inside those analytic workflows as well. And it's not just SAP, but it's also our industry analysts who are starting to call the next big wave of analytics to be all about augmented, because it enables businesses to make more confident decisions and realize business values deeper, faster, and at larger scale. I'm also a big believer that augmented analytics is that possibility to make more and more people really be able to touch information and to get insight and value out of the analytics platforms that we all work on every day. Now, while the world is evolving, we at SAP fully intend to enable all three of these approaches because they all work together in harmony and they all are important, and none of those use cases are going away. I'm also seeing, though, that the appetite and the shift to start happening more and more with customers, this appetite for being able to see the opportunity of what could happen with augmented analytics, or to rethink some of the ways they have worked with use cases or information in the past. Now, it's not just SAP, of course. Analysts also agree. In fact, Gartner specifically has said that augmented capabilities like artificial intelligence will be highly transformational. The potential that the combination of AI and human capabilities provide will deliver the greatest benefits to the enterprise. Now, of course, what does that really mean for us? What does that mean for us as analytics professionals? As all of these technological and market conditions converge. And some of those market dynamics are playing out much faster than we all expected because of what's happened over the last few months. We really have to ask ourselves, are we approaching it appropriately? Do we need to step back? Because I think a new way of thinking is required. And to go along with that, a new set of tools is necessary. And that can only be achieved by rethinking analytics and by taking advantage of things like the cloud. SAP is addressing all of these changes with our hybrid strategy to deliver the insights that matter in this changing world, while still leveraging all the investments we have made in the past. Now, for SAP, you of course are here, and we're here to celebrate BusinessObjects 4.3 and its launch. And so you're familiar with what we're doing with analytics. But what I want to be really clear and direct with is that when we took our step back and recognized that a new way of thinking was required, we did something very dramatic. We took a very, very intentional step to simplify our analytics portfolio into a single platform that was really going to be able to address the use cases of today and the opportunities of tomorrow with the technology changes that we were seeing and that now we're seeing really start to ramp up. For SAP, our vision is clear. We are investing to capitalize on the needs of this market with this simple, single platform, SAP Analytics Cloud. SAP Analytics Cloud is our strategic go-forward analytics platform, where the bulk of these new emerging technologies will be seen. It combines the best of all worlds and strives to help our customers make better, more confident decisions. Because to build a single enterprise-grade cloud platform that can truly deliver on enterprise reporting, self-service analytics, and augmented analytics requires us to think differently. And that's what we've done. Now, obviously, we are here to celebrate the release of 4.3, and this is a huge thing to celebrate. SAP will continue to invest in SAP BusinessObjects after 4.3, and to ensure that we provide pathways to help guide our customers to the cloud. In fact, BusinessObjects will continue to form the foundation for our customers' analytics strategy, and part of our key investment areas are to support that. Not only with BusinessObjects investments directly, but also by investing in interoperability, since many customers have both SAP Analytics Cloud and SAP BusinessObjects. In future, we will also be investing in tools to help customers move use cases should they choose to. Now, for SAP Analytics Cloud, our key investment areas are augmented analytics, an enterprise-grade BI platform, and our embedding strategy with the SAP suite of applications. Let me walk you through at a high level what these areas of investment really mean to us. Now, as far as augmented analytics, we already took some very interesting steps when we created SAP Analytics Cloud. And that is that we combined business intelligence, predictive analytics, and planning all in the same engine and all in the same platform. That means you can reach more users and you can open up these opportunities you were never able to do before from a tools perspective. You can really simulate in business intelligence and you can compare and understand how you're doing towards goals. You can forecast and be able to understand the influencers and the insights around your business. And of course, you have that ability to make changes in your plan. But it's not just about that single engine that does a variety of analytics use cases. It's also about our investment in some of those new technologies, like conversational. We have a conversational experience to not only understand natural language and in easy questions from our users, but also to be able to speak back to users and be able to automatically summarize information very easily. And we've made a huge investment in automated insights and forecasting because we believe we need to help users get to their answers quicker and understand better what might happen. And this is the conduit to being able to have more people take advantage of being data-driven. We also believe that only we at SAP can really understand what is required to have an enterprise-grade BI platform, and that continues to be something that we are really focused on with investments within SAP Analytics Cloud. Not only that, but we do intend to address that breadth of capabilities and of use cases, from self-service to reporting to information distribution. Our self-service capabilities are already pretty mature, but we intend to continue enhancing them. We have also just released our first scheduling feature, so you can easily distribute information to your stakeholders. And we're currently working on a reporting layout, and we have that working in the lab today, so stay tuned for that. We also have huge investments on lifecycle management, security, auditing, and we have on the roadmap for consideration right now topics like alerting and enterprise semantics, because we believe those continue to be important and critical going forward. Now, what you may not be aware of is that SAP has taken a very substantial step towards using SAP Analytics Cloud through all of its cloud applications. That's a huge investment in analytics and value in analytics. Applications that you might be familiar with, like S/4HANA, SuccessFactors, Ariba, Concur, Hybris, all have a roadmap to use SAP Analytics Cloud as their default integrated embedded analytics solution. Just this year alone, we're rolling out to S4 Cloud customers and SuccessFactors customers, and we already have that in early release. That not only allows us to get Analytics Cloud in the hands of more people and get it closer to where the action is really happening to close that insight to action loop, it also helps ensure that the tool we're building really understands the business problems of today. And if you're somebody who's administrating an analytics platform, which of course you all are, the more familiar your users are with it because they're already using it throughout a different tool, the easier that is to manage and maintain. And of course, this is all done on our foundation of analytics by connecting to our on-premise systems, specifically, of course, the BusinessObjects platform. SAP Analytics vision centers around SAP Analytics Cloud, but we are providing a journey for SAP BusinessObjects customers to embrace SAP Analytics Cloud. It is our strategic direction going forward, and we see that it's changing the way our customers run their business. It helps them understand their data in context to make fast and confident decisions. The integration of business intelligence, enterprise planning, and predictive in a single engine allows for a smooth experience from reporting to simulation to enterprise planning and back again, all augmented by machine learning. SAP Analytics Cloud was built from the ground up to address analytic needs in the cloud. It is our top priority to invest in the interoperability between SAP Analytics Cloud and BusinessObjects, since many customers are using both of these solutions together. We are also investing in tools to help customers move use cases to the cloud. We are not recommending you move your entire on-premise investment entirely to the cloud, but rather extend the right use cases as they make sense to you. Our customers' landscapes and usage of BusinessObjects is so diverse that there is no one-size-fits-all approach. We want to work together to give you the choices that are right for you when they are right for you. Additionally, I certainly believe, that analytics without context has less value. For that reason, SAP Analytics Cloud is being embedded in SAP's Cloud Suite. With this change, not only can more users benefit from SAP Analytics Cloud, but we can also better meet the requirements in each different domain. Let's now talk about the potential for what modern augmented analytics can deliver to you. Today's users don't want to spend time poring over complex reports that may be hard to interpret. They simply want to ask a question, like, what was profitability last quarter? With augmented analytics, we can answer these questions using natural language processing and machine learning. I want to double click on that for a second. because the ability to just ask a simple question has been locked away from so many people for so long. First, it was really focused within the IT groups themselves. And then with self-service, we started offering that possibility out to more people with this amazing fleet of analyst-focused tools. But just asking those simple questions has mostly been out of the reach for the most important stakeholders, the most important decision makers in our businesses. We will give an executive a dashboard, but do we give them the freedom to really be able to go off script and understand what's happening? That's one of the reasons I'm such a huge believer in simple conversational interfaces, because nobody needs training to ask a question like, what was the profitability last quarter? Now, it's not just about that. What about the ability to predict the future? Suddenly, this isn't an impossible task. You can predict what would happen to your supply chain if you can't source a particular part. Never has the ability to see what the possibilities are of implementing change, especially on your supply chain, been so relevant as today. Let's help give these tools to the people who need them to make the decisions that will help our organizations be strong. The potential to gain stronger insights grows with augmented capabilities like AI and machine learning. For example, you can understand the top contributors and key influencers to the KPIs that are relevant for your company. Maybe your attrition is being driven by only a very small segment of your employees. Maybe it's by a region. Do you really understand what's driving those key KPIs today? Machine learning technology saves your users time so they can focus on more high-value activities. With these ideas for inspiration, let's now take a look at what is provided in SAP Analytics Cloud. SAC isn't just a BI tool. It really does bring together BI, planning, and predictive, so you can see your actuals, predict the future, and manage your resulting plans all in one place. Now, to talk a little bit about each one in more detail. Of course, business intelligence enables that self-service data exploration. SAP Analytics Cloud provides self-service analytics capabilities to a much wider audience than ever before, because we want our users to focus on what really brings them value. So we provided automated insights to helping them answer common business questions, detect patterns and trends, and forecast potential outcomes. Full enterprise planning capabilities with process and workflow are included right inside SAP Analytics Cloud. So you don't have to administrate separate tools or send people to different places, or the worst, remove data from one system only to put it back in a different one and lose information in the process. We also have a predictive experience in SAP Analytics Cloud, which is simple. We guide you step by step to create a predictive model based on historical data. The resulting model can be used to make trusted future predictions, provide you with advanced insights to guide decision-making. As we've touched on, a significant area of investment is augmented analytics. We believe that this helps users get to insights faster and discover trends and patterns that they wouldn't otherwise have. I am also a huge believer that this is the catalyst we have been waiting for to allow more people to really get value from data, not just viewing static information, but really being able to interact with it. It's also worth noting our analytics design tools. You can build out analytical applications that can be embedded into a business process. For example, in HR, you could develop an attrition drivers and causes application. In finance, you can develop a revenue expense drivers application, or for spend, an automated bid management application. We value that you have different users, and as such offer different ways to access information. It's not just dashboards. It could be mobile. It could be through our interactive, touch-friendly executive digital boardroom experience. And it could also be custom applications specifically for your business. As an existing SAP BusinessObjects customer, we know you have a large investment into your SAP BusinessObjects Enterprise deployment. We will continue to invest in the future of this product. In fact, enterprise maintenance now extends until 2027 at a minimum, providing maintenance timelines among the longest in the industry. Our intention is to protect our customers' on-premise investments while we plan transition scenarios for moving on-premise workloads to the cloud. A statement of direction was recently released that shares the high-level summary of our business objects investment areas. But we are delivering major innovations with the SAP BusinessObjects BI 4.3 release, and we will continue to do so through future maintenance releases. I want to highlight a few key areas, and I know we have content going into those details, but I want to talk a little bit about my favorites. For one, the improved user experience. This is huge. With this comes a new Web Intelligence Report Designer and Consumer merged interface. This also brings a touch-ready experience to the Launchpad and to key BI Suite components. When it comes to enterprise readiness, we are enhancing scheduling and publishing frameworks, simplifying installation and deployment, and complying with the highest security standards and product standards. You will see support for new versions of data sources, applications, and operating systems, as well as simplified infrastructure as a service deployment. This all contributes to lowering your TCO using on-premise SAP Analytics. As more and more customers are running both Business Objects and SAP Analytics Cloud simultaneously, we are significantly increasing interoperability and working on tools, guidance, and capabilities to help our customers transition their workloads to the cloud if you desire. We expect this hybrid approach to be key for Business Objects customers. You will be able to leverage existing on-premise assets, such as universes and Web Intelligence documents. We are also simplifying single sign-on configuration and providing user management across cloud and on-premise platforms. You'll also see improved integration with our analytics catalog. We chose something bold, and that was to really embrace the technology and buying shifts we were seeing in the market and from our customers. So rather than moving our existing technology from business objects directly to the cloud, we reimagined business intelligence with an aim to simplify and supercharge analytics. However, I understand that you may see this as a challenge as you have to assess your analytics strategy. But it is also a huge opportunity to evaluate new asks from your customers directly and to evaluate how you do things today. That said, we are still doing a lot to ensure we support you and to make these opportunities connected. For one, Business Objects 4.3 was a huge investment, and Business Objects will continue to see investment going forward. But we have also invested in distinct ways to have these systems interoperate in the most important way, by safeguarding your investment. Specifically, we ensure you can synchronize users and contents from Business Objects to SAP Analytics Cloud and keep them in sync. We also have the live Business Objects connector. This allows you to connect directly to a Web Intelligence document or universe, live from SAP Analytics Cloud, where you can then do self-service or dashboarding workflows on top. In fact, my favorite workflow that I have seen so far is that we've enabled our conversational interface on top of our live Business Objects connector. That means you can ask a question directly on your existing assets. So if you have an existing Web Intelligence document or an existing universe, you can ask questions like, what was the profitability last year? And open up those whole new workflows to a new set of users in your organization while still using all that goodness that you've built into your business objects, universes, and Web Intelligence documents. Now, I am so excited about what we're doing with Business Objects 4.3. We had a really successful beta program. A big thanks from me to any of you who participated, and we had really good feedback. And I am certain that if you haven't had your hands on it yet, you're going to be really excited, especially around that new user experience. So stay tuned for that to be coming out imminently. And of course, we've also already put our next service pack on the calendar with the expectation that we deliver it before end of this year. Of course, just like I said already, and I always say this because I want to ensure that customers feel safe and certain, our maintenance policy extends our business objects maintenance until 2027 at a minimum. And you will continue to see our roadmap become more concrete as we get closer to those next milestones. In summary, I hope you see the value of SAP Analytics Cloud as a business objects customer. I hope you also see the investment that we're making in business objects and in you as a customer. We want to help you on your journey to the cloud. I believe you will be able to evolve by delivering automated insights through the use of augmented analytics. With AI and machine learning technologies, you can discover those deep insights that are impossible for a human to manually find themselves. You can simplify access to critical information by giving your users a simple question or an answer interface. And in the end, that should empower informed decision-making for everyone. And finally, remember, we have programs in place that will help you right-size your current on-premise landscape and start your journey to the cloud. Thank you very much, everyone.